The Bookbinder's Gift. In a quiet alley, there was a small, dusty bookshop. An old bookbinder named Mr. Finch was its heart and soul. He could repair any torn book, making it whole again. But his real gift was finding the perfect book for each person. He believed books weren't just stories. They were medicine for the soul. A young man named Ben moved into the apartment above the shop. Ben was a writer, but he had a terrible case of writer's block. His mind felt as empty and blank as a fresh sheet of paper. He spent days staring at his typewriter, growing more frustrated. One rainy afternoon, he wandered into Mr. Finch's shop. The smell of old paper and leather filled the air. "I can't find any words," Ben confessed sadly. Mr. Finch nodded kindly, his eyes twinkling behind his glasses. He didn't hand Ben a famous novel or a book on writing. Instead, he gave him a small, plain journal with empty pages. "Your task is not to write," said Mr. Finch. "It is to collect." Ben was confused, but he trusted the old man. The next day, he took the journal to the park. He wrote down a snippet of conversation he overheard. He described the way the sunlight filtered through the oak leaves. He pressed a fallen flower between the pages. The day after, he went to the bustling train station. He wrote about the rhythm of the trains and the smell of coffee. He sketched the face of a woman waiting patiently on a bench. He collected the sound of rain on the market awning. He collected the taste of warm, fresh bread from the bakery. He collected the feeling of cold marble in the museum hall. His journal was no longer empty. It was a treasury of life. Weeks passed, and the journal was nearly full. One evening, Ben looked at his collection of moments. Without even thinking, he sat down at his typewriter. The words began to flow, as easy as a river. He wove all the collected sensations into a beautiful story. His writer's block was gone, washed away by a tide of life. He ran down to the bookshop to tell Mr. Finch. The old man simply smiled. "You see, the world is full of stories. You just had to learn how to listen and see again." Ben had learned that a writer's fuel is lived experience. Mr. Finch's gift was not the journal, but the lesson inside. The most powerful stories are found not in books, but in life itself.